welcome everybody to the first of what will be several video check-ins with folks in the event industry as we try to figure out what to do here in this global pandemic as it continues. These will be regular or semi-regular videos with some guidance and perspectives from people in the event industry, for people in the event industry. And our first guest today is the president of Conventures, my boss, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty, how are you? How are you doing amid this craziness?
It changes by the minute. Every time you think you're on an up kick, another one goes boom. So it's changing by the minute.
Well, you've been at this for many years, and you've seen, you've endured what, recessions and disruption and crazy things before. I mean, where does this rank on the list of?
Oh, absolutely, 1,000% worse, more impactful than anything one ever could imagine. Remember that a lot of things that are awful, such as 9/11 and so forth, happened and then they were over. This is the unpredictability, looking forward, the no crystal ball. That's what makes it so very, very difficult for those of us in the event business. How is it different from like 2008 and that recession? Is it, did that have more interestingly, TK, I think particularly the nonprofits, they don't have hope. And I think that's one of the things that's been very, very difficult for leadership to absorb, is if an event was, 80% of their annual operating capital, they've imploded. They are facing for closing. And I think that lack of the end game, the not knowing when will this be over, is what has been devastating, particularly to the nonprofits.
You're working from home, I'm working from home. We're all, how do you feel like we're doing as a team? We've got a great team at Conventures. How do you think we're doing as our leader?
Well, thank heavens we had technology to our backs, because, between the Zooms and the go-to-meetings and the FaceTimes and so forth, it's enabled us to communicate not only to our clients and our vendors, but with each other. And I think that brings a great deal of warmth, if you will, to the teammanship that you need in any event company.
It's almost, Mother's Day, and we see a lot of, across all of our social media platforms, it seems like moms have suddenly become teachers and barbers and gym teachers, and still in many cases have to manage their own jobs remotely. It seems like this is like, if there was ever a year to give a shout out to mothers, it seems like it would be this one. As a mother of 6, what would you give to these moms? I'm sure you're impressed with what you're seeing.
I'm very impressed with the multitasking. Again, being able to work, raise children, teach them, entertain them, cook, clean, and keep all of those balls in the air, particularly in a closed confine. It's extraordinary, the strength that it's brought out in families, and particularly women.
And it seems like with all these things in the house, whether it's like, inventory, you have to manage inventories and timelines and assets and negotiate peace treaties among your kids. As an event planner, you must see some similarities between being a mom and being an event planner.
Well, the key word there is reacting. You can plan all you want, but it's reacting under pressure, or under time pressure, or an emotional pressure, reacting to what's going on around you and being supportive. Most of all, keeping your sense of humor.
At one point, you had 6 kids under the age of 11. Could you imagine if this thing happened when, you imagine?
It was chaos then.
How would you do it? With a phone line? I don't understand how women are doing it now with Zoom and tablets and stuff, but I don't know how you would have done it 20 years ago.
One has to be incredibly organized, have a sense of humor, and be able to react and be a leader, because that's what your children are looking to you to do. And you're presumably your spouse, and as running the household, you can't let down. You've got to stay strong, and in doing so, eating well, sleeping well, to ensure the navigator of the ship, we've got to keep an even keel.
And what parting advice would you give to help people stay strong, whether they've got 3 screaming toddlers or one demanding virtual boss? I don't know. What advice would you give?
The advice I would give is give love and hugs and understanding, because as hard it is for the woman leader of the household, it's probably a lot harder for the children because they don't understand. So being that strong, steady voice with a lot of love and a lot of hugs will keep the balance in the house.
Well, happy early Mother's Day to you. We'll send some virtual hugs your way, and we'll check in again. We'll do more of these videos and check in with you and other people and get some more guidance and perspective as we go through this crazy time.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks. I'll talk to you later. We have a meeting in a little bit. Are you ready? You're not ready yet.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
All right. You're always ready. Maybe we'll start early, like you like to
There
do.
you go. Okay.